made it. Getting to the city centre could not be easier at Porto Airport. You've got Uber as an option, which isn't even expensive. It's only 15 euros to go about 40 minutes. But the best option is getting one of these. It costs 60 cents, and the trip is only 2 euros into the city centre of Porto, which I'm about to get here. 40 minutes later, and I have made it to the train station in Porto. I'm just about to head over to my hotel called Flores Village. It's only about a 12-minute walk from the station, so I'm just gonna walk it, see the local architecture. But one of the best parts about walking over to Flores Village is the fact that you walk through Liberdade Square, which is where I am right now, and this is one of the like central points of Porto. You've got the city hall, you'll see the statue of Pedro IV. So the road where my hotel is located is called Rue de Flores, which is one of the most beautiful streets. Great cafes there, great restaurants, but we're gonna go check that out as well. Wow, first impressions of this hotel, it's absolutely gorgeous. This room is massive. The reason why I chose this hotel as well is because of all the different amenities that this hotel has to offer. It's not just the location that's amazing, it's not just the street that it's on, it's also got a spa inside which has Turkish baths, it's got a fitness center. Another thing is, obviously you've got breakfast, you can order that to your room if you're feeling a little bit cheeky or lazy even. But right now it is 4:45 p.m. and I am running behind schedule because I need to get myself over to the bridge. It takes about 20 minutes to get there from Flores Village, and I've got about 15 minutes until the sun goes down. So I'm in a rush, so I'll see you up there. That is meant to be the spot that you're meant to see the best views of this whole city. The views that you get over there is pretty spectacular, especially considering it's a clear evening. So 100% come check this place out, even at night time, even if you miss the sunset like I did. Pretty hungry now, so I'm gonna go check out this place down there, Francesinha sandwich. It's a really famous sandwich in Porto, in Portugal in general. It's melted cheese on top of 2 pieces of bread with 4 different kinds of meat. I actually can't wait for that because I'm starving, and I've got a restaurant reservation this evening at 8 p.m. See my first palm tree. I'm happy when I see palm trees. So my Francesinha sandwich is coming. He promised me he could get it done within 15 minutes because I'm actually going on a port tour at Porto Calem, which is actually just there. That was only 21 euros. You get to try 2 types of their Porto wine, and also there's live music afterwards to enjoy. So I'm looking forward to that. That looks absolutely divine. Are you joking? I cannot wait for that. Look at that. If that's not 2 AM food after a big night of boozing, then I don't know what it is. Oh my god. Spot on. 10 out of 10.
Secret about Francesinha is the sauce. So
yeah, what's in the sauce? What is like actually in the sauce? Because it tastes like a tomatoey, like a gravy sort of.
In fact, I do not know because first I'm not a technician, I'm not a cook, I am even not an appreciator. But yeah.
Well, I can appreciate.
Yeah. I presume that there should be tomato because of its reddish color.
Yeah, so tomato sauce.
And also some spice because it's slightly spicy.
It has got a little bit of spice in it. I love spicy food because I'm quarter Indian, right? So I'm quarter Indian. A little bit Indian.
Indian.
Yeah, okay. So for me, the hotter the better.
Yeah, I love curry and I love India and I love the food of India and everything about India, especially their old wisdom, spirituality. Okay.
What are the meats?
The meats we have veal, two kinds of Portuguese sausage. You can have the egg on top, riding egg.
If you're gonna have this Francesinha sandwich, it's gotta have a riding egg on it. Because if it's not got a riding egg on it,
yeah.
What are you doing?
Complete is with
it's complete.
ovo cavallo.
Yeah.
Okay, I have spoken.
Right, perfect. It's 5 past, 5 minutes late. Here we go. So just finished at Porto Calem Winery. It was a lot of fun, so you guys should definitely check it out if you do love alcohol like I do. So right now I'm heading back to the hotel because I've got a reservation at the restaurant downstairs at the Flores Village Hotel. Go back over the bridge. I'm not going to go over the top section this time because I did that last time. I'm going to go through the lower half. So the bottom half is nowhere near as nice. So Calem's the one that I just went to. These are all the other wineries. How is that balancing? Back at the hotel now, quick outfit change. All black, obviously, because that's all I ever wear. Head into the restaurant Pateo das Flores. Fantastic looking restaurant. It's in the top 100 restaurants within Porto. See you guys down there.
Lime, lemon, onion and red pepper. Come with a curry of red peppers and guacamole sauce.
I think I'm gonna start a food vlog.
Braised cebas with grilled asparagus, vegetable salt in teriyaki and puree of carrot.
That restaurant that I just ate at, Pateo das Flores, was absolutely fantastic. This is the restaurant to go to. Right now, I am absolutely exhausted. Considering we've only got 24 hours to do as many things as possible in Porto, it's about time that I get to bed because I want to be up for breakfast from 8 AM till 10:30 PM in the hotel. Guys, I'm signing out. Good night from me. And good morning. And that was probably one of the best night's sleep I think I've had in a very, very long time. That mattress just felt like sleeping on a cloud. Waking up to this in the morning. Look at this terrace that I've got. Porto Cathedral over there as well, we'll check out later today. So that's going to be on my itinerary. The first place that we are going to go to is the Pateo de Bolsa. Only 5 minutes walk from the Flores Village Hotel. So I'll see you guys there. So behind me we have the Stock Exchange Palace, the Pateo de Bolsa. Now it's not actually a stock exchange, it was only named the Stock Exchange because stock in Porto was actually stored there. You can't just walk around, you have to pay for one of the guided tours. But fun tip, if you are a student, be sure to bring your student card. A normal ticket is €10.50. If you've got your student card with you, only be spending €5.50, which is a great little saving. On the same street as the Pateo de Bolsa is the Igreja de São Francisco. Constructed in the 1400s, it consists of catacombs and also a gold-plated church. It's only €6 for a ticket, so 100% go check that out because it's on the same street. One thing I have noticed is Porto is not that busy, whether it's just the time of the year, considering that I'm here in the 2nd of December, but this is definitely a good time to come visit Porto because it's not very busy and it's also not that cold. It's about 15 degrees, as you can see. I'm wearing a t-shirt and I'm absolutely fine. So defo come in the winter months. That is a very tall tower. We are about to climb it. And we have our first queue. The joys. Also, they don't accept card here. It's €5 in cash for a ticket, and with that €5 you get access to this church and also to walk up the bell tower. So check out the church. Christ, there's a lot of statues of Jesus here. So if you do not like tight squeezes or are on the bigger side, then this probably isn't going to be for you. Look, I'm literally shoulder to shoulder. But once you're at the top, it's 100% worth it. Directly next to the tower, the bell tower, which I've just climbed, there's this really cool little delicacy restaurant which has these cod cheesecake. It's got melted cheese inside and it's covered in cod and pastry, I think. So taste test. It's not bad. Whoa. So I'm just stopping off, coffee break, and also egg tart with some cinnamon, I can't even pronounce the word, sprinkled on top of the egg tarts. This is the second one I've had now in Porto. It's got like a melted eggy center, which is like a little bit sweet, and also it's got this pastry that's like warm around it, which is like really crusty. It's just delicious. 100% get one. And just a 2-minute walk around the corner from Torre dos Clorejos, you'll find Livrario Lello, which is the bookstore which apparently inspired J.K. Rowling to write her, oh, I've got hair on my face. J.K. Rowling to write her Harry Potter books. To buy your tickets, you buy your tickets from the check-in desk over there, that corner shop. It's only €5 for a ticket, and then you get to go inside. Also around this section, you'll also find a blue-tiled church, which is near the water fountain. So you should also have a look at that because it's some beautiful architecture, even if you don't go inside. But also, the University of Porto is here as well, so you can go and have a quick gander at that. The good thing about once you've purchased your ticket for Livrario Lello for €5, you can use that as a discount of €5 off anything that you purchase within the bookstore. Don't be using any gimbals or any camera equipment though, because I got in trouble for that, so don't be doing that. Anyway, the next place that we are going to visit is a 5-minute walk from here. It's called São Bento train station, apparently one of the most beautiful train stations in the world. I want to see how it compares, because I've been to the one in New York as well, New York Central Station, and that was a pretty amazing train station. But this is only a 5-minute walk, and then from there, Porto Cathedral is only across the road. Another blue tiled church, and there's one in the distance as well. Also been told that you absolutely have to go and visit the McDonald's in Liberdade Square. Apparently the architecture of the building is pretty spectacular, and it's apparently one of the best McDonald's in the world just because of the building itself. Okay, this is pretty impressive. It's not what you expect when you go and order a Big Mac. Chandeliers in McDonald's. Here we are in São Bento train station, and look, more blue tiling. Blue tiles were on offer when they designed these places. So a good thing about that is it was free, which out of all the other places we've been to, that's the first. But that was São Bento train station, and now we're gonna head over to that great big cathedral up there that is known as Porto Cathedral. It's about a 5-minute walk from São Bento train station. That is São Bento train station. Bell Tower, which is the one that we walked up before. Flores Village, I think it's one of these hotels on that strip there, overlooking Porto Cathedral. Can't lie, it is really beautiful in here. The cathedral itself looks so dated, and to be honest, that looks so nice because a lot of cathedrals nowadays, they seem to be continually renovated, but this place looks pretty untouched. Ticket to enter is only €3. If you're like me and you remember to bring your student card, it's only €2. Cathedral's courtyard. Porto seems to have some really cool telephone boxes. I wonder where they got this idea from. So I decided to make a detour and change my original plans, which was to go and watch the sunset on the bridge in Porto. Instead, I decided to go back to the Palácio da Bolsa, because next to the Palácio da Bolsa there's a tram station called Infante. What you should do is get the tram from Infante to Passeio Alegre. It takes about 20 minutes, and look at this, you can actually see the sunset come down on the beach. So it's like a nice little detour just outside of Porto city centre, so we're gonna go head over there and check that out. Look at this, finally found some sand. That's Figueiras Lighthouse. That was our destination, and guess what? We got there, we made it. Definitely do not rule out coming to Porto or Portugal in December time. It's probably one of the better times to come because it's really quiet at this time of the year. There's not many tourists here. The prices are pretty reasonable. Like, everything's quite cheap out here. So, let's get into that 24-hour mark. In my opinion, I feel like 24 hours is more than enough time to do all the things that you really need to do as a tourist in Porto. Also, it gives you enough time as well in 24 hours if you do 2 evenings like I have to see 2 sunsets. Another really important thing to consider, choose a hotel in the center of Porto. Flores Village, in my opinion, was perfect just because it's so local to absolutely everything and everywhere I needed to be. It's now 5:15 p.m. It's absolutely freezing, so if you're gonna come here for the sunset, definitely bring a spare jacket. Like, look, my fingers are freezing. Look, they've gone white. Crossing over. So that's my tram over to Porto city centre, and that's 24 hours in Porto.